Sai Ram students, welcome to the first session of chapter 7, that is motion, force and work. So children, you can see in the screen two images. A man is carrying a load, and in the second picture on the gas cooker is kept, and a vessel in which milk is kept, that is overflowing, right? So these objects, they are in motion. Now you see the second picture. The man is riding a horse and the cow is eating grass. So they are also in motion, right? So what do you mean by motion? Continuous displacement of an object is called as motion, right? You had learned this definition last year. Now children, whenever you are traveling in a train, so you can see the train is moving, and that time you can see from the window that the trees which are there, these are running backwards. So you feel that the trees are in motion, but actually the train is in motion, right? So this is called as a motion. Now we'll see what do you mean by distance. The length of the route actually traversed by a moving body, irrespective of direction, is called as the distance. So what is distance? Distance is nothing but the actual route which is traveled by the moving body, and direction is not taken into account. You can go from any direction. That is called as a distance. And children, last chapter only we had learned that distance, it is a scalar quantity. So what is distance? The length of the route actually traveled by a moving body, irrespective of the direction, is called as the distance. Now children, traversed means it is nothing but traveled, and distance, it is a scalar quantity. What is the unit of distance? The unit of distance is meter in the SI as well as in the MKS system of measurement. So I hope children, SI means you know it is System International. So both in System International and in MKS system of measurement, we had seen in the last chapter that distance, it is measured in meters. Now you can see over here children a figure wherein there are 4 points: A, B, C and D. So A is the point where is Ranjit's house, and D is the point where is Ranjit's school. Now Ranjit wants to go from his house to his school. So what he does? He uses the route AB, which is 500 meters, and he travels that in 8 minutes. Next, after from that point, from BC is the other direction, that is 700 meters in 11 minutes. And then the final distance is CD, that is 300 meters in 6 minutes. So what happens? Now Ranjit is traveling from home to school, right? So AB, BC and CD. This is the distance traveled by Ranjit, right? Irrespective of the direction. And you can see the dotted line over here. That is the minimum distance traveled by Ranjit from A to D, that is from house to school. So that is the minimum distance which is traveled in a straight line in one direction. So that is called as displacement. So again I am telling you children, AB, BC, CD, that is the distance traveled, and AD, it is the displacement, because it is the minimum distance traveled in one particular direction from one original point to the end point. Original point is A and final point is, end point is D. So let's see the definition of displacement. The minimum distance traversed by a moving body in one direction from the original point to reach the final point is called as the displacement. In displacement, both distance and direction are required, and displacement, it is a vector quantity. As I told you children, the dotted line AD, it is the minimum distance. A is the original point and D is the final point, and it is in one direction only. That's why it is called as displacement. So in displacement, two things are required: distance as well as direction. And children, in the last chapter we had seen that displacement and velocity, these are both vector quantities. So what is the unit of displacement? Unit of displacement is meter in the SI as well as in the MKS system of measurement. So like distance, displacement is also measured in meters in the SI system as well as the MKS system. Now what is velocity? It is the distance traversed by a body in a specific direction in unit time. So there is direction also and time also. There is a specific direction and unit time is also there. And what is the formula for calculating velocity? Velocity is equal to displacement upon period of time required for the displacement. Now what do you mean by speed? This you have learnt last year, children. The distance traversed by an object in unit time is called as the speed. And what is the unit of speed? It is kilometer per hour or meter per second. And the formula for calculating the speed is equal to distance traversed upon time required for traversing the distance. So what is speed? The distance traversed by an object in unit time is called as speed, and the unit of speed is kilometer per hour or meter per second. And formula for calculating speed is equal to distance traversed upon time required for traversing the distance. Now remember the figure, children. So we are going to calculate the velocity and the speed of Ranjit from house to school. Now actual distance traversed by Ranjit from home to school is equal to AB plus BC plus CD. So AB was 500 meter, BC was 700 meter and CD was 300 meter. So when you calculate all these three, you get 1500 meter. Now the total time from home to school. So AB was 8 minutes, BC was 11 minutes and CD was 6 minutes. So when you add all these three, you get 25 minutes. Now Ranjit's displacement from home to school. Remember children, the dotted line AD, that was 1000 meters. So thus Ranjit's velocity when going from home to school. So velocity is equal to displacement upon total time. So what was the displacement? That is AD, that is 1000 meters. So this is the 1000 meters and total time was 25 minutes. So what I have done? 25 ones are 25 40s are. So you get 40 meters upon 1 minute. Now children, velocity unit is meter per second. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So that's the reason I have written 40 meters upon 60 seconds. So you cut this 0 and 0. Now you divide 4 by 6. So you will get the answer as 0.66 meters per second. So once again children, I'll tell you how we have calculated the velocity. Now displacement is about 1000 meters and time was 25 minutes. So velocity is equal to displacement upon total time. So 1000 meters upon 25 minutes. Now 25 ones are 25 40s are. So 40 meters upon 1 minute. But we have to calculate the unit in meters per second. So 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So we have written 40 meters upon 60 seconds. So 0 0 gone. 4 divided by 6. When you divide 4 by 6, you get the answer as 0.66 meters per second. Now, Ranjit's speed while going to school. Now, speed is equal to distance traversed upon total time, right? Remember AB plus BC plus CD, that was the distance. So that is 1500 meters and total time is 25 minutes, right? So again what I have done, 25 ones are 25 60s are, right? So 60 meters upon 1 minute. Again the unit of speed is meter per second. So what we are converting? 1 minute into 60 seconds. So you are getting 60 meters upon 60 seconds. So 0 0 gone. and 6 ones are 6. So you get 1 meter per second as the speed. So once again we'll see how speed is calculated. Speed is equal to distance traversed upon total time. What was the distance traveled? AB plus BC plus CD, that is 1500 meters, and total time is 25 minutes. So 25 ones are 25 60s are, right? So 60 meters upon 1 minute, but 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So 60 meters upon 60 seconds. So 60 ones are 60. So you got the speed as 1 meter per second. So velocity is 0.66 meters per second and speed is 1 meter per second. So I hope students you have understood how to calculate the velocity and the speed. Ranjit did not take the straight route of minimum distance while going to the school. So he did not take the straight route. He took the different direction, right? A, B, B, C, C, D. So that was not a straight route. So the magnitude of his velocity and speed came out to be different. So we got the different values for velocity and speed. If Ranjit would have gone by the straight route AD, that is the dotted line, then the magnitude of his velocity and speed would have been the same. That means velocity and speed, both their answer would be the same if Ranjit would have taken the straight route. Now children, we are going to see what is the average velocity and the instantaneous velocity. So you can see the figure over here. A, B, C and D. So AB, it is traveled, AB distance is 10 kilometer, BC is 10 kilometer and CD is 20 kilometer. So now displacement is equal to 40 kilometer. That means the distance from point A to point D, right? 10 kilometer plus 10 kilometer and then 20 kilometer, right? AB was 10 kilometer, BC was 10 kilometer and CD was 20 kilometer. So the total displacement is 40 kilometer. If it requires 1 hour for it, then the average velocity is equal to 40 kilometer per hour. So the total distance from A to D, if it takes 1 hour, then the average velocity will be 40 kilometer per hour. But now if the truck traverses 10 kilometer distance AB in 10 minutes, BC in 20 minutes and CD in 30 minutes, then so we have to find out the instantaneous velocity. Now velocity for distance AB in kilometer per hour, right? So distance AB he traveled in 10 minutes, right? So that's why I written 10 kilometer upon 10 minutes, right? Now how I have got the answer of 60 kilometer upon 60 minutes is equal to 60 kilometer per hour. So I have done the working over here. 10 kilometer in 10 minutes, right? So how many kilometers in 60 minutes, right? So what I have done, cross multiplication, 10 into 60 upon 10. So what happens? 10 into 60, so what? 0, 0 gone. So you got 60 kilometer. That means 60 kilometer in 60 minutes, right? So now velocity for distance BC in kilometer per hour. So it is 10 kilometer upon 20 minutes, right? So distance BC is 10 kilometer and he traveled in 20 minutes. So what has been written? 30 kilometer upon 60 minutes and you get the answer as 30 kilometer per hour. So how did we get this answer? Again the same method, 10 kilometer in 20 minutes. So how many kilometer in 60 minutes? So 10 into 60, that is cross multiplication upon 20. So 0, 0 gone and 2 ones are 2, 3s are 6. So 10 3s are is 30. So 30 kilometer in 60 minutes. That means 60 minutes means 1 hour. So 30 kilometer per hour. As I told you, we are calculating the velocity. Unit of velocity is kilometer per hour or meter per second. So why we have taken 60 minutes? Because it is 1 hour. Now similarly, velocity for the distance CD in kilometer per hour. Now CD was travelled in 30 minutes. So 20 kilometer upon 30 minutes. So we get, how we have got the answer? 40 kilometer upon 60 minutes. That means 1 hour. So 40 kilometer per hour. Again we have done the same thing. 20 kilometer in 30 minutes. So how many kilometer in 60 minutes? So cross multiplication, 20 into 60 upon 30. So 0 and 0 gone, right? And then 3 ones are 3, 2s are 6. So 20 2s are 40. So 40 kilometer in 60 minutes. Now 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So 40 kilometer per hour. So this is the way you are going to calculate the instantaneous velocity for a particular distance. So the velocity of the truck is different in different segments of the road AB, BC and CD. But the average velocity for the entire route AD is 40 km per hour. So entire route, that is your average velocity, and particular distance which is there in the entire route, that is your instantaneous velocity, and that will be different for specific distances, right? So velocity at a particular moment of time is called as the instantaneous velocity, and this instantaneous velocity, it can be different at different times. So as we saw children, AB and BC and CD, all these velocities were different. So it is different at different times, right? So children, let's recap what we have learnt in today's session. First we saw what do you mean by distance, then what is meant by displacement, what is meant by velocity. We also saw their units. Then we saw what is speed, and then we calculated the velocity and the speed of Ranjit going from home to school, and after that we calculated the average velocity and the instantaneous velocity of a particular truck moving from one point to the end point. So in the next session children, we'll learn more about it. So till then, goodbye.